Okay, so for the antique store, it was actually kind of interesting, the evidence that we had captured, because I feel very confident that they have a poltergeist type spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the things that they've had thrown around.
Yeah.
That china cabinet.
One thing that scared us, because it was so loud, it was beyond just a little knock. It was very clear, top floor. So that piece of evidence specifically is this one here.
What was that?
I'm not sure. Was that you?
Did you just make that bang noise?
There's...
Who just made that bang noise?
Yeah.
Second one.
Was that you actually, what I had asked, was that you, was another bang that happened right before that I don't think was caught on camera.
Let's try that one more time with...
What was that?
Louder.
Yeah, I heard that though. It sounded like something dropped, yeah.
That one's clear and loud.
That happened right behind your head.
Was that you? It all started with this
the
piece
video
of
right
evidence here.
But this is the video right here. If you look right there, right around the 14-second mark, you can see the rate.
Oh yeah.
It left.
That was forceful, yeah. It
Yeah.
didn't just tip over.
That left a dent.
This was the beginning of when the poltergeist really made itself known to us. Well, the poltergeist type
I like
spirit,
that.
it's not really negative. It wasn't showing negative. It's just very capable of moving objects.
Yeah.
So this is when we noticed the cabinet, and the point that you didn't feel any energy from it at that point in time. Also, check out the thing next together.
What, this?
Yeah.
It's broken, the broken one?
Uh-huh.
Just tipped over one day?
Nope.
What happened to it?
They think one of the spirits here threw it.
Why?
It was like this. It ended up over here on its back.
Oh wow. Okay.
They think they know who did it as well.
There you go.
I'm surprised you walked right by that at first.
It probably doesn't have any energy connected to it.
Well, I'm just, cause I come over here and I'm just trying to like, okay, where is it? And it's like, sometimes when you think when you think you feel it,
Yeah.
you gotta keep going and see if it goes away and comes back in a certain area.
But after it's busted wide, what is?
Well,
I don't want those.
they're actually ignoring Seth now.
That's how bad it got.
They are...
Missing side of him as the back's all screwed up.
We were at the antique shop for the club, my club's investigation, and Angel was under the Estes method, and apparently they're not interacting with Seth anymore.
Who is that?
The spirit who threw the china cabinet.
So, potential poltergeist.
He admitted to throwing it in a fit of anger. He was
It's a
upset
unique name.
that the owner's daughter wasn't talking with him as much as he liked.
So started
Well, isn't
getting
that
very
who the
creepy
spirit
and weird.
supposedly followed home even?
Yep.
Yeah, see, that worries me about an attachment thing.
She's the most sensitive one there.
Well,
so.
yeah.
So
either
that's
way-
why they've been ignoring him.
Well, even besides the intuitive part on who may or may not be energetically sensitive is like, that's the one who was also talking about things following them home and happening at home. So that would be the clear-cut indicator that there's probably an attachment somewhere along the line with
Yeah.
that person. Because it wasn't even, was it Joe? What's the guy's?
Joe was
yeah.
a manager.
Yeah, I don't think it was even him. It was other than he was telling us what they were telling him. Am I correct?
Well, he
in
could
that?
have experienced it secondhand.
Well, yeah, there you go. But I assumed that like most of what he was saying was telling us what she told him.
Yeah.
Assuming that the daughter was the one most likely to have an attachment or that
Well, it's-
that the spirit has an affinity.
She's young, she's sensitive. The spirit sounded creepy.
And he's young.
Well, that I mean that
too.
would absolutely like draw the attention as well. Absolutely.
But when I was
Of the spirit,
there,
so to speak,
he
to that
was
person.
watching. He stayed back. He stayed away from me, but he was watching me the entire time.
Well, when I went, he was like ahead of us the whole time. Do you remember that? Ahead or behind us? It's like he stayed
was-
in the doorways.
yeah, he was always behind me, like peering
In the
from
doorways.
bookshelves.
It was like he stayed in the doorways, either it was at the room we were going to or when we just came
He
from.
felt remorseful for throwing the cabinet. I don't think he meant to scare anyone, but that also he might have been remorseful for the simple fact of he's now being ignored for it.
It's going to be interesting because we're the ones running the events for that place now to see how things go going forward. Some spirits will get more of a voice. Hopefully one like that doesn't get
Yeah.
too comfortable.
Because we thought Seth was trying to come through when you did the Estes method, but we don't think it was Seth. We have no clue who it was, but it was not Seth. They have no clue who it was who was coming through when we did the Estes method, but it was not Seth. That's all we know.
Well, I mean, on top of that, if it's a dark spirit, it's going to be a deceitful spirit anyway, so it's not going to really tell you the truth anyway.
Yeah, but Seth, like they asked the age and they got the age wrong. That
Because weren't we trying to get a hold of the little
we were trying to get a hold of the three little girls who. There's three of them now. There was only two. Now there's three. So I don't know where they came
Is
from.
this the one with the basement we were in,
Well, the
right?
fact that the
Yeah.
spirits keep showing up that
The
are
basement
new
seemed like a whole different
makes
world.
me think
Yeah.
about a portal.
In the basement is what I was just getting at. I think there is a portal in the basement in the
It's
big
a
room.
variety of spirits,
I
and
think
they're not
it's-
always there.
No, I think
It
it's
seems
a
like
portal.
a lot of backing, walking back. and
Yeah,
forth.
and I really do think I was just getting to that. Is I think there's a portal in the basement in the far room to the right. There's a
I
portal.
don't think any spirit in the basement stays in one area. I think they all move.
Well, no, that's the whole reason of a portal, though.
Because,
You know what I mean? Coming and going.
Because I've been in the basement a few times and never once felt the same spirit in a single.
And then on
I
top
only
of that,
felt once.
on top of that, now that you talked about it, that big staircase that goes all the way up is right there.
Yeah, because at least the other side of the building where the nightclub was.
Mm-hmm.
But like in that long part where the floorboard is, but also where the elevator is in that far end room.
Yeah.
There is something that is
Oh, yeah.
always standing in that doorway.
Yeah, but that's its own spirit.
We actually might have caught it last time we were
That's
there.
its own spirit,
Yeah.
because like
Because
that was the room that we went in that had nothing in it, and yet it seemed to still feel the most energetically like something going on. Like it was like weird. I don't know how to explain it. So that makes
There's
sense to me.
little hints of some shadow figure too every once in a while.
yeah, in that doorway.
In that one that she's talking about, in that wooded room, the wooded floor room,
The far end of the building. where
Yeah.
the opposite end of it.
Yeah, there's a
Above the room we
shadow
were talking
figure.
about.
We actually saw a light last time we were in there in that room. A light in that doorway instead
Wait,
of
you're
shadow.
talking about right above the basement floor I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was talking about the opposite end of the basement.
The elevator.
We didn't really walk in that space at all.
We did, yeah. In the, are you talking, oh, you mean that she's
The
talking
first
about?
floor above
Okay,
where
yeah,
you're
I see.
speaking.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't go in that part.
We have to start naming some rooms.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Elevator one.
This is why we gotta get like floor plans, blueprints. Those would help.
Yeah. I don't know. There's definitely the spirits on the third. There was a spirit that followed us on last time I was there. It was followed us up from one of the lower floors onto the fourth floor because I heard the footsteps come up the stairs, and I actually went down and
As
yelled
far as
hello.
the floors go, the basement, it's got some going on. The first floor, tiny bit of going on.
Yeah.
But the first floor especially and in particular
Mm-hmm.
is the things there.
Yeah.
This third and the fourth floor, those are the most active floors.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the second and third.
Third.
Second and third. Those
Whatever's
are
on the
most
fourth
active
floor follows
floors.
you up from the lower floors.
Yeah, those are just, yeah, like you said, they'll go up with you, but that floor is, the top floor, not too much, but the middle's different story.
Yeah,
The
because
middle's a different story.
the top floor is where we had gone looking for. It was actually you three.
That place was massive.
What I did. It's one
It
of
was
the
when
biggest places.
you had gone with us to the antique shop. It was. I want to say it was Zach, Arlo, Adam, and I had all gone up looking for you three.
I haven't seen
And-
Adam in almost a year, no.
We had
It's
gone.
been,
you guys were on the second floor, but you didn't hear us call out, so we assumed because we had been, the psychic we had at the time, he had told us that you guys had gone to the fourth floor. So we passed the second floor, you guys weren't there, so we went up to the third, called out, you weren't there. Third floor, we kinda got like something was watching us, but we were like, whatever. And went up to the fourth floor, and we all had a vibe of we shouldn't be up there. But we,
Is that, how many floors in total is in that place?
there's 4 floors and a
And then the
basement.
Okay.
Something.
I think that honestly, like if we were to break down it in that way that you just described it, the third floor is the most active.
Yeah.
Oh, the chair.
The one above.
Yeah, actually.
The one above the second floor of
Yeah.
antiques.
Yeah.
That floor is the most active. Even though it's got the least amount of in it, kinda, it's still active.
Yeah.
That I
But
think is the most active.
we
part.
we got up there, we started leaving. I actually said, okay, we're leaving because I felt like something didn't want us up there, and we started walking towards the stairs. And someone goes, "Do you also hear that extra set of footsteps?"
Oh yeah.
And we're like,
Oh, yeah,
okay, we're out.
We experienced that as well.
We all went. We ran down to the second floor as fast as we could. We weren't filming, right? That's like, why'd you like book out of there? I'm like, because we weren't filming. There was no point in us staying.
Now that you have seen the evidence we collected from the haunted Hornell antique store, are you interested in setting up a private paranormal investigation at this location, which was found to be a potential host to a poltergeist and portal? Send us a message through social media or the email address below to start an inquiry.